Why I am telling is content-wise I am clear, but now the biggest problem is actually how to approach those people, how to get those people. If results are not there, we are cheating. Yeah, so paid ads actually work for me very well. And my concern was for organic marketing because
Welcome everyone for the another episode of our Hall of Fame Success Stories Introduced. And today we have Hitesh Parmer. He is a master NLP trainer, and he made more than 6 lakhs of revenues by selling his coaching program within 30 days of joining our community. So, welcome and congratulations, Hitesh, for this special interview. And I will feel like you are like very every single step that you wanted to know very detail into it and implementing every step. So, how do you feel like after getting these results?
it's great, Sagar, because this is actually I am not trying for the first time, but I tried earlier many times. And see, when something happens, we get happier. But when something happens after a long time and after trying many things, we get lots of happiness. It is so for me. It is like wow. Now it is wow because I was trying to break through it, trying. So it's like a 4 years journey, but now it happened within 1 month because now I get clarity once I attend your challenge.
So, what was the like before you join our challenge community? What was the before thing? What are the things that you tried? I think I've known you since I think 2020 when you are doing that Russell Brunson challenge, and so can you tell us like what are things that you tried in the past which didn't work for you, and just wanted to know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, for example, I did 2 courses on attraction marketing or organic marketing, like Alex Elliott and Mario Juvic, and then Akshay. He is from I think in India. Akshay.
Yes.
So I tried all these 3 training, and then based on that, I tried working on Facebook, but it was not working. But perhaps what was missing is the implementation part, which you are actually covering in your challenge. So while doing simultaneous implementation, it was easier to actually see what is working and what is not working and produce results.
So basically, you are saying like the 30-day challenge, the implementation, the live implementation that actually helped you a lot. Okay.
Definitely, the content was also wonderful, but for me, this is the part which is first time work because of this. Otherwise, I had on my subconscious, okay, what to do, what not to do. But actually, see, when I was implementing, there was nobody to tell, okay, for example, if you are there to ask, okay, should I do this? Don't do this. And then once when you answer something, that is giving, okay, sign of relief. Okay, now I can move forward, or now I should stop. So that is kind of north for me. Okay, because I also know you for yours, and since my 1 funnel away challenge, whenever I had any question, I came to you and you answered it. So since then, I was looking for any kind of confusion. I come to you and just send a message. So this work always okay because you already did it. So now only need to just confirm and move forward. So that is
correct. So would you like to just share like what you help with? So how do you help with your NLP? You are a NLP master trainer. So how do you help your audience? What is your niche specifically?
Yeah. So because actually I had earlier different niche, and when I changed niche, I again came to you, and that made it possible. So earlier I was into health niche, but 2 years back I decided to move into business niche. So my business niche is not like directly business, but it's a spiritual way of doing business. So I am NLP master trainer. So that's actually total 27 years journey because I did my first NLP practice in '96. Since then, I am constantly doing so many things in NLP. So it was working wonderfully. I mean, in health means I am the master because, for an example, I had recovered 179 COVID patients during Corona with just NLP. So that was amazing result.
Wow.
But the problem is actually, I was with everybody who is having problem. And I don't wanted to deal with that part. So I shifted to business 2 years back, and then I was thinking, okay, now what should I do? What should I do? So I was trying many things, and then for that I did lots of things. I became ICF, PCC coach, and I am doing actually strategic management from IIM because my clients are manufacturers, industrialists, and businessmen who are having turnover more than 10 crores. So now I personally think rather we should not go directly and telling them, okay, I will help you with my NLP. So I did this strategy management from IIM Rohtak. I have completed, and right now with IIM Visakhapatnam is going on. So why I am telling is content-wise I am clear, but now the biggest problem is actually how to approach those people, how to get those people, and
how to find the people.
Exactly. And most important is how to engage them effectively, and that is started happening because of this. So I help. Perhaps I don't use the word help also because I use word facilitator. So all the businessmen who are having turnover more than 10 crores. So it's like not like direct business, but it's a doing business with NLP so that they can have that mindset to do the business and to overcome any problem they face.
Great. Now, it is like you are having that challenge of finding the audience. Now, when you are going through this 30-day challenge, and what are the things that actually work for you? Would you like to share so that the people who are struggling to get a leads or sales, they might get help from your strategy, maybe your tips?
Yeah, and that actually I got from you only because every time I was looking for a shiny object. Okay, let me do this will work, let me do that, and nothing was working. But then it is, I think, not a process of one day perhaps, but when I was seeing you for years and it is working constantly, you did all 365-day live challenge, and then I think, okay, so the overall theme was help others, serve them, support them.
Consistent.
Yes. So when I started that part, and so now earlier, see, even if I was commenting on someone's post, I think, okay, will he convert or not? And
so intention was not
exactly.
Right. Yes.
So every time it was like, let me have something rather than giving them. And when I started your philosophy and implement that, and then the mindset also changes. Okay, so I am not here to sell, and I am here to support and coach them, engage them, and then people, work like even sometimes people come and see my 15-20 posts and they like and comment, like they binge watch all my posts just because it is not about selling, it is about serving.
They found value, that's why they came to your profile and checked all of your posts.
Yes.
Same thing happened to me also. And best thing is like you're consistent with that effort. And then you learn these things and you started consistent because that's what you connected with me, my 365-day challenge. Throughout my 365-day challenge, one thing I need to show up regularly in front of my audience. That's how.
Earlier I was not consistent, but I see that okay, this is the value of consistency because we have to be there always. Otherwise, it is of no use to start and break every journey.
Now, how you are doing since this NLP practicing from 20 years, okay, 27 years, okay, all these things. Now, when it comes to your particular skills, and what is there are a lot of people also trying the same process. What was your approach? What is your approach towards serving people that actually differentiate that you could create so many success stories? Because even if you have leads, even if you have sales, but unless you provide result, it is very difficult to get consistent client, right?
Right.
That is something I believe. Okay.
True.
So, what was your distinction? Because there are a lot of NLP coaches out there, but the result that you got, the result that you got during Corona, what was your reason? Because that's something I wanted to also teach to my students, that those who are watching, if you're part of our community, it is not just about selling. It is how you are going to deliver after selling them.
Yes. True.
I think that is something I really appreciate. I really respect, have a deep respect for you, that you are having massive results for your students, for your patients and for your clients.
Yes, yes. So basically, what happened when I first learned NLP, I was very curious how to implement this in life, and so initially something like it was very confusing how to do it, and actually NLP is very complex. I personally feel like it because
Yes, yes.
that's why I did for an example, there is called practitioner course. So I did it 7 times. But generally it is a 5 full day course. Then there is master practitioner course, which is 12 to 14 days, depending upon the training. So I did it also 6 times. And I did train the trainer for 6 times. So why I'm doing it? Because I was always very clear that if results are not there, we are cheating. Without results,
Correct.
we are claiming something, it's not true, and sooner or later we are also going to suffer. So I was in search of results. So that took my 20 years. And 20 years I never sold NLP, even if I did lots of programs, because I was looking for results. But in 2016, first time I started getting results, not only that, wonderful results. So my main theme is, I can now see NLP is having an intuition system. And now I have developed that intuition system in 4 levels. It's like, I can understand about any businessman, why this businessman is struggling or why this businessman is successful. For example, Elon Musk is actually having worldwide, brand. But can we imagine that, for example, we know that we need to sell. But without even having one salesperson, he can be able to sell 5 lakh, that is 500,000 cars. And that is also without even producing a model, just by announcing that I am coming up with this car, and without any sales effort, just by marketing and social media, he could sell 500,000 cars. So I can understand why he can do this. It's like, why Sachin is so much successful in spite of that, Tambli is having wonderful talent more than Sachin, but they both have different meta programs. We call it in NLP meta programs. So my master is in understanding meta programs, and I know whether this person will get success or not, and if he wants to get success, what he need to change, where he need to change. And that is something, my insight and my intuition, and that is working wonderfully.
Great. So, what was the industry that you have already solved? You mentioned manufacturing and others. Also, you work with B2B or B2C also?
I'm doing B2C only. Earlier, I was in B2B also.
B2B.
At that time, I was selling franchise. But right now, I think that those who are trainer, coach, and mentors are having meta programs of either ego. That's why they want to become trainer, or they want power, and otherwise they want to solve people. So they want to in connection and want to solve people. So my meta program is power. So I feel power when I contribute something. So while selling franchise, I was getting money, huge money, just by every day. It's just giving one franchise, 1 day training, and 5 lakhs. It was like that. But that was not giving me satisfaction, because when you contribute something to other, and then there is a feeling of satisfaction. Wow, this person is actually empowered because of my work. So that's why I am shifted from B2B to B2C. So I am working with businessmen, industrialists, and manufacturers. These 3 categories. But in business also, not like any professional or anything. Those who are having visible setup, scenery, factory, or business houses, etc. Then only it's like, I think there is worth working with that.
Now, it is like when it comes to the marketing that you learned here, organic marketing. Earlier, you used to do paid ads, right? You tried paid ads. So, how is the result from paid ads? You still doing or maybe stop? What is the current situation of paid ads right now?
Yeah, so paid ads actually worked for me very well. And my concern was for organic marketing because I earlier wanted to go abroad. So I started running ads in USA and
Australia,
Canada.
USA,
And
Canada. Okay, Canada.
so what happened? Those paid ads actually costed me 2,500, 3,000 per lead.
Oh,
So actually, definitely, I get one sale after that also. So I was 0-0. So that is not a loss-making thing. But I think if we are spending too much on lead, then what is the way to? So I don't know whether my system was actually up to the mark for foreign market also. So and then I decided to try organic marketing so that I can convert international clients, and when it is working, then I can scale up to paid ads.
correct.
So
The
I have
recent,
plenty of time. So plenty of time to test.
Yes, yes. Once you do the organic, you have plenty of time to taste the organic. For paid ads, so putting that same money into paid ads. Now, the recent the deal that you converted, like you made around more than 6 lakhs, and what is the offer price that you sold?
So my offer price is generally 2 lakhs for. Actually, I provide 6 months coaching for 2 lakhs.
6 month coaching. Okay.
Yeah, and for 1 year it is 4 lakhs.
So two, I think you sold 3. When it comes to 6 lakhs, I think you invested in our gold membership, which is 6,000-7,000 rupees, and 6 lakhs return, the 100x ROI. So how do you feel that? Like, do you feel like the people who are looking for to invest in organic marketing, specifically into our coaching, they are thinking to invest? What is your message to them?
Yeah, I would take 2 more minutes to give this message because this is something close to my heart also, because I also, have not appeared into your coaching for so many months and years. So it's like, being like Ravan. Ravan, he was very intelligent. So while he was dying, so he expressed that actually I have lots of big ideas to do. I wanted to make a staircase which can directly go to heaven. I wanted to invent a process which can, produce gold. And I wanted to convert sea water into potable drinking water. These were his goals. He was very intelligent, but he also wanted to get Sita with him. So he said to Lakshman that what our problem is, actually we are spending too much of time in doing something which is actually good, and we are doing immediately something which is very bad and we should not do. So it's like, same thing. So I think as we should behave like, not like Ravan, because generally we are doing completely opposite. So when something good, when some offer is coming, we are thinking, okay, should I go for this or not? Should I invest or not? So I think for your coaching, which is gold membership, I can say to anybody that without thinking for 1 second, they can invest directly, because that's not an investment. They will understand once they will attend the entire challenge, because I think it's a huge time commitment you are giving to us also. And
yes,
I think most of the things you have told, okay, do this, do that. It's not like holding things back and just giving introduction. It was not like that. It was completely open-hearted sharing. Is what I felt.
One of the biggest lesson I learned from one of my mentors is like, I treat your entry-level students like your high-level coaching program. That is one of the biggest lessons that I learned, because people feel, okay, it is level 1, so let's hold something back.
Exactly.
Let's upsell, then we put it. Okay. I because I have gone through that type of coaching, my early stage of my journey, and I had to invest $1,000 to get this learning. The first investment, it was difficult for me. When I was not having job, I was putting money in, the first coaching that I invested to learn this thing, this Facebook group thing, this organic marketing thing, right? And that's what I understand the pain of the people who are actually getting started, but they cannot invest in this. But I took the leap of faith and I invested. then my mission is to just to have those people who cannot invest long, but get the same amount of value by investing thousands of dollars. That is my biggest mission here, and that is, I think, you are the fastest in our community to get cross 5 lakhs within 30 days challenge. I'm super happy for you, super proud of you that you achieved that milestone. These your consistent actions, and yeah, thank you for sharing that story.
Yeah. So for this fastest, you are the intense coach who poured things in, and because of that, it happened. Otherwise, I don't think it was possible without your coaching.
Thank you, Hitesh. Would you like to share any message towards what are the biggest lesson that you learned throughout your journey? What are the one message that you would like to give to our audience, especially our community, those who are already part of, and they want to learn from it because they want to reach the level that you crossed that milestone.
Yeah. So initially, we might think, okay, we are focusing on our goals of money and all. But when we focus on result, then only it will happen. So it's like, the simple terms: solve first and get served later.
Yes, sir. Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much sharing this. And super excited to see you achieving the next milestone, achieve the next milestone. And welcome once again to the Hall of Fame family.
Thank you for everything you did.